mid-season review show for the 2019 Lucas Oil Pro Motocross Championship, sanctioned by AMA Pro Racing. Jason Weigandt, joined by multi-time motocross and supercross champion Grant Langston. We're going to start with our review of the 250 class at the top of this show. That series is usually wide open, a lot of young riders, but there actually was an established group, but none of them, oddly, have won this title before. It makes for intriguing racing.
Well, you hit the nail on the head right there. No one has won this championship, so for any one of these riders, it'll be the first time. And you mentioned some established riders. I think the first name that comes to a lot of people's mind, Adam Cianciarulo, a young phenom that people would have thought may have won by now, but injuries and some bad luck have plagued him. He came off Supercross, bit of a rough ending there. How's he going to bounce back? And another name I think people are going to keep an eye out for is Justin Cooper. He was a rookie last year, was sensational actually, had a lot of speed, and coming into this season, I think a lot of people pick him as maybe the dark horse to come through and take that championship. But there's a whole host of talented young riders.
Yeah, and you're going to see it here. We'll start with the highlights from round one in Northern California, Hangtown.
Who will capture the first moto of the season? And a bunch of Yamahas down to the inside. I think it's Justin Cooper is going to edge everybody out in the 32. And he's got Cianciarulo on the 92 right behind him. Now, to the rear wheel is Cianciarulo. Can he figure out a way to make a pass? Like you said, Cooper's going to do everything he can to make that difficult. Multiple lines here in the uphill.
Yeah, that was that outside line that's starting to develop. So as that inside gets rough, it'll become slow, and the outside will get better. Cianciarulo goes from the outside, squares across all the bumps and rough stuff. So maybe some better lines at the moment, it looks like, from Cianciarulo.
And the crowd starting to respond, a battle for the lead. I think also maybe some sympathy votes after the heartbreaking Supercross finish to the season for Cianciarulo. Good to see him bouncing back. Can he bounce back all the way to the top and win this moto? Well, if you're Justin Cooper, you're going to have something to say about that. What a difference a year makes. He led the first moto in 2018 for 4 laps, then faded back. This time he leads it from beginning to end. Justin Cooper takes the first moto of the season. And it's one of the Yamahas up front again. Could it be? No, it's not Cooper. It's the 39, his teammate Colt Nichols. Cianciarulo, another good start in second as the rain is coming down. Michael Mosiman in the white number 36 in contention in third as well. Cianciarulo around the outside takes the lead.
Sometimes when it's raining this heavy, even the rollers can get stuck. Oh, he's stuck.
Oh, and that's going to be an easy pass for Martin to take over second.
And Ferrandis.
Yeah, it gets around Nichols, his teammate. So Martin up to second, Ferrandis to third. That'll put Ferrandis in position for the overall podium. But Cianciarulo has re-grasped some control over this 250 class, at least in Lucas Oil Pro Motocross. What a huge rebound from an emotional heartbreak 2 weeks ago in Supercross. Adam Cianciarulo wins here at Hangtown. Adam Cianciarulo had crashed away a championship in Supercross just 2 weeks before this motocross opener, so this win proved he could bounce back, which is key when building a new championship bid. Here he is on the podium with Will Christian.
You know, for kids out there that, you know, that see us, and we go through such peaks and valleys, you know, and I was taught by my parents and the people around me that the most important shot is the next one. You know, you gotta get back up and you gotta fight. I mean, life's full of ups and downs, and it's nice to get the outdoors started off like this.
A win at round one doesn't always parlay to success for the rest of the season, so Cianciarulo will have to prove himself again at round two. We'll have it next. The Lucas Oil Pro Motocross Championship is brought to you by MX vs. ATV. Get the MX vs. ATV all-out video game on Xbox One and PlayStation 4. And by Lucas Oil. Made in America, sold to the world. Welcome back to coverage of the Lucas Oil Pro Motocross Championship for 2019. The 250 riders are next headed to Southern California's Fox Raceway for round two. Let's go racing!
Oh, Cianciarulo didn't quite get the jump.
He's trying, he's on the dry dirt, but he's way too far outside to make it work. And the gamble paid off. Justin Cooper with the #1 gate pick. He moved inside, and he has the whole shot with his teammate Colt Nichols right behind him. So the motorsport.com whole shot goes not only to Cooper, but he's got his Yamaha teammate right there flanking him. But impressive what he has done in a short time as a pro.
Oh, mistake there from Lawrence.
Oh, Smith! Oh, and they both go down.
That was just an unfortunate situation.
And they're in a tough spot. You see Lawrence waving his hands. They don't want to get hit by the riders coming down this hill. Cianciarulo to the inside.
He's just trying to go wherever Hampshire does not go. And then inside, he's making it work because he got close. He's going to try the same move. Look, Hampshire looks over. Anticipated that coming. Closes the door. Lappers are going, I'm trying to get out of the way. I don't know where to go. Oh, and a mistake from Cianciarulo. Little cross-rided coming out of that rut. Oh! And then just like that,
Hampshire's made the move. So responding to the challenge over and over in this moto, he's up to second.
But this is where Cianciarulo's strong. Can he just run it down there? Once again, Nichols anticipates that coming. Takes the line away, makes a mistake. Cianciarulo gets him on the last lap.
Was that an error, or was he just going out to block?
Well, I think he came in that turn hot, ran out of space, made a little bobble, lost all his momentum. Look how close this is going to be.
It's going to be a bang-bang finish here. Hampshire closing right in on Cooper, but he's going to run out of time. Cooper wins the moto. Hampshire, Cianciarulo, and Nichols just holds off a charging Chase Sexton. Oh! I think that was either a false start or maybe a malfunction in the gate. Everyone able to get out of there without getting trapped. I thought Colt Nichols was going to have it in the 39, but instead, Motorsport.com whole shot to the 12 of Shane McElrath. That was strange. And carnage in the second turn. Alex going to try again.
Yeah, good racing here. Good fight from Alex. And good mistake. That corner, so tricky. And I think one of the reasons is, as Cianciarulo now has a sniff, he's on the outside. What's he going to do? He just leaves the brakes late. And he's got it
together. Big scrub and a whip downhill as Cianciarulo tries to make it work around the outside of McElrath. Right to the edge of the track. He manages to make it happen.
That was impressive.
Cianciarulo will be looking at a 3-2. There's the move on the inside. And in the same corner that Landon Lawrence is undoing several times today, he takes the lead. That was quick.
Lawrence is behind him.
Hunter Lawrence, a mistake, and Cianciarulo's back in front in this moto, and that will swing the overall in his favor also. And I think we have a replay here of what happened to our leader, Lawrence.
Well, I was just mentioning that it was starting to put the hammer down. That's that top part of the track where the dirt is getting hard packed and slick.
One overall win to his career before this season, and now he's won 2 straight to start 2019. So Cianciarulo pulls out another one thanks to a strong second moto. Meanwhile, Justin Cooper now holds 2 first moto wins this year, but hasn't been able to collect the overall victory. But he's ready to challenge AC again at round 3 in Colorado. Let's go racing.
Was that a Rockstar Husqvarna rider stuck on the line? It looked like someone didn't get away.
And meanwhile, it's the 936 of Masterpool, the rookie on the Monster Star Yamaha, only his 3rd pro race. He's a little kid. Definitely got the power to weight ratio dialed in, coming out of Texas and out front early.
So a lot of big name riders near the front. Oh, look at that, down the hill.
Hampshire, your fastest qualifier today, and into the lead on lap 1. And Cianciarulo follows him right through to take second. Won the next to last round of the series at Budds Creek. He wants that feel. He's got it back again. And he's leading right now, but Justin Cooper's going for it on the outside. Whoa, what a charge. And he makes the pass before they even get to the corner. Wait a minute. We are hearing a red flag might be coming out. We're not sure.
Well, if there's lightning in the
if there's
area,
lightning.
Doesn't matter about the rain. They'll ride in the mud. But the minute riders are at risk, they will throw the red flag. And as long as the rules haven't changed, we're at that point in the race where it'd be there it is.
There it is. Red flag and checkers together. The moto is over. And for the 2nd year in a row, Justin Cooper has won the first moto here at Thunder Valley, 3rd straight race this season where he did it. Revs are up, gates down. This time, Cooper leads them in and out of the first turn. So he has the Motorsport.com whole shot. Clutch start for him. And Cianciarulo, though, is right there in second.
Whoa! Cianciarulo got cross-rided, come out of the corner. Now he's going to try and figure out where to re-enter.
Can't gain ground, and C gets off the gas to make sure that he doesn't gain any ground on Cooper. Doesn't want to incur a penalty there. And he's right back on it. I was wondering if that mistake might take him out of his rhythm. Absolutely not. He is close, even closer, actually, to the rear fender. Oh, and Cooper beat off the peg, and it's off the racetrack and down.
That you got to imagine that's when you're out in front, you're trying everything, and you're under pressure the whole time. Those things do happen.
Coming up on the final section of the track. 3 starts, 3 wins for Adam Cianciarulo in 2019. Some controversy here as Cianciarulo was off the track at one point but came back on to win. Cooper was not happy about it, but Cianciarulo was thrilled to have his 3rd race win in a row.
Yeah, first off, I want to kind of apologize for kind of getting on the track in a weird spot. When I went off the track in the rollers there, I felt like I didn't know who was right behind me. I didn't want to just climb right back in the track, so I went over and then I waited for him to pull me again and just tried to be as fair as possible there. So rookie move on my part, but man, great moto. Justin's been riding so good, man, and we've just been pushing each other so much and really been enjoying it, really been enjoying getting better. And just for, 3 wins in a row like that, felt great all day.
Cianciarulo started the year with 3 straight victories, but everyone gets a weekend off before heading east. Will that change his fortunes? Stay tuned. It's the mid-season review for Lucas Oil Pro Motocross. Adam Cianciarulo is riding a 3-race win streak into round 4 at Highmore. And is that Cooper leading them into turn 1, and is he also going to lead them out of it? Yes, it is. So a nice bounce back after the struggles in qualifying. Justin Cooper locking down the motorsport.com hole shot. Colt Nichols, his teammate, right behind him. Derek Drake going to try to make a move around the outside, but Justin Cooper trying to reset. Oh, Garrett Marchbanks is down, and he hit hard off to the side of the track. Here comes the Alpine Stars medics. I actually have a clip here.
And that's almost a carbon copy. Oh, and the bike just drills him in the head. I think he would have been okay had the bike not come back straight on his dome. If Cooper can hold off the rest of the motor with all this pressure, this is going to be one of the most impressive moto victories of his career. There's still a lot of racing. Oh, Lawrence tries again, and this time he makes it happen. He was so close the lap before, but he bobbled just exiting the corner. That time he makes it work. Cooper able just to launch that single and put his bike in the way, take the line away from Lawrence. But this is where Lawrence is good. Watch this line. Can he make it work 2 laps in a row? He's got it. Now, here behind, you see Colt Nichols learn from that as well. He's using it, and now he has to
trying to come back. Almost came in bar to bar. Whoa, Lawrence airing it out on these downhill rollers as he tries to get away from Justin Cooper. Fans saluting this action. Brandis shooting to the inside. There's only one line, and it's going to result in Cooper going off the racetrack. And the irony as he is off the track, guess who gets by him? Cianciarulo. The young Australian had to make some passes to get here. Hold on after a near crash. He gets it done. Hunter Lawrence, his first ever win here in the United States. Let's go racing.
Oh, he got gobbled up in the start just a little bit.
Another one of the Yamahas is at Nichols on the 39. Gonna nail the motorsport.com hole shot. Cianciarulo sliding into second. Well, you can see the way Cianciarulo is attacking these downhills. It's go time. He's going to make another surge. He's got an inside line. Let's see if he can hold it.
Oh, that was just manhandling the bike through there. Just over jumped the jumps. That was pure will. Got it done. Sexton almost had a chance in that corner. Oh, a little mistake from Nichols. He missed the line there. That opens the door. So Sexton gets into second. Cianciarulo came in with a lot of pressure, a lot of hype, and a lot of people expect him to win. Injuries you can't control, but what I'm really impressed with is we know he's had the talent, but the way he's come back and fought and dug deep and to go 4 in a row, really impressive from this young phenom.
Yeah, he's showing a lot of heart right now. 4 straight overall wins to start 2019 for Adam Cianciarulo, and he has done it by winning the 2nd moto in all 4 races. And there he holds up the 4. That's 4 straight wins to start the year for Cianciarulo, while Cooper logs his worst result of the season with 9th. So now it's a pivotal point in the campaign with Cianciarulo's home race in Florida up next. Can Cooper dig deep and rebound? We're racing here at WW Ranch. Cooper with a good start, battling it out with Derek Drake, who's on the inside of the orange. TLD, Red Bull, KTM, and it looks like Drake. I'm thinking, yes, he does have the motorsport.com whole shot with Cooper right behind him. We're into the rollers and underway for the first time with the National at this track.
Brave riding. Oh, Drake is down.
Oh, man, so our race leader has thrown it away. What do you say about don't get too excited with your rookie and you're out front? Oh, he's got to be so frustrated. You can see it.
And the bike's damaged. Look at the right side of the bars are down. The front brake levers all the way down. He's shaking his head. I think the way he looks like he hit the ground pretty hard.
You can see the left side of his helmet covered in sand, so he must have hit the side of his head there.
Oh,
whoa.
Oh, let's see.
Oh, no.
Oh. It's always that sudden stop. That's what bends the bike, and that's... He hit his head pretty decently there. I want to see if Sexton gets close, if he might try the Cianciarulo line coming up in the, not this corner, but the following one. Go up the inside, jump, and put your bike in the way. He's close. I think he's thinking about it. Watch. Justin Cooper's going to go around the roller. Sexton's going to come the inside. He didn't even have to.
Oh! Thought he was going to go down. He was doing everything he could to get that bike in the line he wanted. He held onto it. It was a mistake. Don't have to make it look pretty. Make it happen, though. That's what he did. Yeah, every other rider in this class doesn't want the rider that wins 4 straight start in the season to become the eventual champion.
What was it? 16 out of 16?
16, yep. Every time someone has started a series in this championship with 4 straight overall wins, they've gone on to win the title. Right now, they're taking it individual moto by individual moto, and taking this moto win is Chase Sexton, the first of his career. Sexton looks to have a good start. No, he got pinched off, and it's a whole army of the Yamahas up front, as they usually are. Let's see the order.
Wow. That was a Yamaha commercial right there.
Absolutely. There are 4 of them up there. It's going to be the man they call Freckle, Mitchell Oldenburg, with the official motorsport.com whole shot, but it doesn't last long. The 32 of Justin Cooper, second in Moto 1, second in the series standings, into the number 1 spot. So it's a private Monster Energy Star Racing Yamaha duel. Team owner Bobby Regan's got to be happy about this. He'll find talent from anywhere, and he's got 2 good ones up front. There is Sexton back at the Geico Honda truck.
Yeah, I don't...
Doesn't look that worse for wear, to be honest. So I'm not sure if it was the heat that got him. Well, that's one of the tougher things for the young riders. Well, the other tough thing is dealing with his teammate, Dylan Ferrandis. I was going to ask you about that, GL, but we don't have time because here goes Ferrandis. He waited, and here comes the attack. Got him. So Ferrandis is going to be back on the board. Moto wins for him, like I said, 5 in his career. It's not shocking when he gets it, but he does need it, and he gets it. Dylan Ferrandis wins the 2nd moto to reestablish himself as a contender this season. But finally, Justin Cooper is done, and he wins his 1st career overall in Lucas Oil Pro Motocross. And that right arm, he held that throttle pinned in celebration as he came across the line. The roughest, hottest race of the year, and Cooper gets it done. It took all he had to do it. Let's send it to the podium.
Man, I felt good. That was the longest moto of my life. Oh my God, dude, I can barely stand up right now. I'm gonna pass out. So hot right now. Just want to give it to my whole team. Monster Energy, Star Racing Yamaha.
The breakthrough win puts Cooper right back in the title hunt, headed to Southwick, Massachusetts. We'll have coverage after this. We're back for the mid-season review for Lucas Oil Pro Motocross. Be sure to join us for our next event Saturday, July 20th from Spring Creek on NBC Sports Gold and NBCSN. Now we take a look back at round 6, the Sandbox at Southwick, Massachusetts. Here we go. Let's go racing in the first moto. Big tangle up in the back. Justin Cooper and Adam Cianciarulo battling it out, our 2 title contenders. Cooper, I thought, on the whole shot going into the first turn. I think they might give it to Cianciarulo with the motorsport.com whole shot. Cooper comes right back.
Yeah, these guys fighting for it. They know how important it is to be out front, keep that clear vision. And Justin Cooper may win this battle. It's not over yet. And Cianciarulo, wow, he came down that hill so fast.
If you're faster, go for it. And that's what Ferrandis is trying to do right now.
Too early in the season. When you look at the...
Ferrandis off the racetrack.
Try to jump down that hill again. I think that time I caught up with him. Oh, and he gets it just in front of McElrath. So a good recovery. If he pulled in behind, that would have been a tough one to have to go and work at doing all that again. So, he has another view. Watch. He's going to go down, try jump, lands. Oh, yeah. The front washed a little bit, and then he had to stand the bike up.
Adam Cianciarulo, in dominant fashion, wins the first moto here at Southwick. Revs are up. The gate is down. Great jump for Cianciarulo. In green out of the middle, but he almost went down.
Well, that was from chopping off Justin Cooper so hard. I think that was definitely trying to take the line away, and it kind of worked. He got a great start. That's the risk when you line up next to your main competitor. He's not going to be generous if he gets a good start.
This is a Yamaha support team. They do get some help from Yamaha, but not like the factory level bike that Ferrandis has. And Ferrandis able to make a quick pass. He's into second. Ferrandis going to take the wide line.
That's where you looked earlier. Cianciarulo, does he know that Ferrandis has got that good run? Ferrandis will have the inside of this corner. They're side by side. I think he's going to make it happen. Can Cianciarulo fight back, or does he want to, or is he going, okay, I've given it everything I've got. This guy's stalked me the whole moto.
Here it is. Checkered flag, moto win for the second week in a row for Dylan Ferrandis, but he will not be able to get the weekend's overall because of the third and the first moto. So your overall winner is headed toward the checkers, and Adam Cianciarulo has done it. 5 wins in the first 6 races in 2019.
A brutal test for the riders, back-to-back sand races, but Cianciarulo's overall win stems off the momentum gained by Cooper and Ferrandis the last 2. Here's your winner.
Yeah, I managed the race for sure. I'm not sure if I had Dylan's pace in that moto. I mean, he's really fast in general, so he rode great. He deserved that one, but I certainly, I think I was smart, made good decisions. I tried to follow him a little bit, but honestly, I was a little bit fatigued out there. I mean, you're not going to see a lot of riders come up here and say they were fatigued, but the track's tough. It's a little bit hot out. We had a hard weekend last week. It was tough.
Here are your halfway season standings. A 23-point lead for Cianciarulo over Cooper. And again, they next compete July 20th in Minnesota. Next up, highlights from the 450 class. Stay with us.
Welcome back. It's the mid-season review for the Lucas Oil Pro Motocross Championship, sanctioned by AMA Pro Racing. Jason Weigandt and Grant Langston here. We're going to talk our 450 class now, the big bikes and the big names in the series. And these riders know each other well, but they still can't solve the riddle. They're battling each other year in and week out as well.
Oh, they have been. You talk about a rivalry. Tomac and Roczen goes back to their 250 days, their early days of racing. These guys have battled for so many seasons. Tomac probably the favorite, coming off back-to-back titles. But we talk about the pressure of having that #1 plate. Everyone's out to get you. And I personally believe that this genuinely is the most stacked we've ever seen the 450 class. So many former champions from the 250 series that have moved up, finding their stride. It's going to be for a great one, I believe it.
Yeah, absolutely. We have seen great racing throughout the first half of the year, and we'll show that to you now with our highlights, starting with round 1 at Hangtown.
The revs are up, and the gate is down.
Oh,
and
Justin Hill, yeah, he jumped early.
Stuck in the gate, and Cooper Webb, who nailed his starts throughout the Supercross season, does it again here with the whole shot. But Justin Barsha tried to run it around the outside, nearly went down. Jason Anderson now taking over second from Barsha. So welcome back to the races for the 21. Cooper Webb leads the way, and here comes Ken Roczen.
Whoa.
He passes Barsha and Anderson.
What a move from Roczen.
Tremendous aggression. He's gone from 4th to 2nd, and now side by side with Webb to try to take over the #1 spot. Uphill rollers. Then it's going to be a big jump at the top of this hill, and Roczen to the #1 spot.
Roczen using good lines. He's staying out of that deep stuff. Now he goes to the inside. Webb goes to the outside. You have to use the power with that right hand of yours, or you could use a little bit of the clutch as well, slipping it. Some riders use more throttle, some use more clutch. Watch Anderson. Can he get to the inside? He's got it. Beautiful move there. Just squared it up, set that one up nice, and then a mistake from Webb doesn't allow him to even have a chance to fight back like he did earlier.
The first half of the day belongs to Ken Roczen. He wins moto #1. All year long, be giving away the Deltran battery tender RC hard charger, the rider who makes the most passes throughout the weekend. But these riders don't want to make passes, they want to start up front. It's a pair of KTMs. Marvin Musquin on the 25, gonna lock down your whole shot. And the #1 of Eli Tomac is right there as well as the 2 of Cooper Webb. Tomac manages to edge ahead of Webb, and now going after Musquin.
So quick and efficient on those opening, never mind lap, opening corners. Just putting himself in such a great position. Oh, and you saw Marv get a little sideways. That lost his drive. Puts Tomac in a good position, but he's on the outside.
Let's see if Tomac can seal this off. He does, so he's into the lead.
Now Roczen working on Marvin. And I would expect both these guys to be good in the mud.
He already got him.
Yeah.
So Roczen not wasting time.
I can't stress how incredibly talented these guys are to be going the speed of this time. Look at that. Roczen gets over the jump. Tomac doesn't. And that's enough. Roczen to the lead.
What has happened up front? Eli Tomac now in the lead.
Yeah, well, just like you, I saw that. I went, oh. So, I mean, look at it out there. You got 3 lappers in one corner. I mean, you literally, you're trying to come in going, okay, left, right, or center, left, right, or center. It's like a game.
So Eli Tomac is going to win the second moto here at Hangtown, but the 4th in Moto 1 is going to cost him a shot at the weekend's overall. And that means that Ken Roczen, after dealing with so much adversity over the last 2.5 years and so many missed opportunities, victories that you thought were his ripped away in the final moments, he's finally going to go back to the top. A huge day for Ken Roczen, his first win in this series since 2016. However, Eli Tomac's win in Moto 2 sets up a showdown between the old rivals for round 2 at Fox Raceway in Southern California. Well, Kenny gets edged by Blake Baggett of the number 4. He's going to lead them into turn 1 and nail down the Motorsport.com hole shot. So Baggett, a Southern California native who has moved to Florida and actually does not have a lot of experience on this track, is up front. Whoa, not for long. Where did Roczen come from? He's already in the number 1 spot.
Oh, is that Baggett? Yeah, Baggett down.
Second place rider has hit the deck. Baggett was very aggressive to try to hold off Anderson, but it has come undone. And Musquin repassed Anderson as well. So just like that, Marvin Musquin has gone from 4th to 3rd to 2nd. Oh, Musquin to the inside of Roczen. For a moment, he almost ran into Tomac.
Oh, that puts him to the outside. Is this going to work, or will this give Tomac the opportunity? It does. So Marvin, that's the problem when you're in the meat of a sandwich. You're trying to attack and defend. He left the door open. Eli saw the opportunity, took the line away at the exit. Can he get Roczen?
I cannot believe that Tomac has suddenly found himself in position to win this moto. He was a distant 4th at one point. He's got Anderson, he's got Musquin, and now his old rival, Ken Roczen, to try to take the lead. He's down the inside. Tomac's got it. Roczen's going to try to fight back. Here's Tomac, won the second moto last week at Hangtown, quickly trying to make it 2 in a row and call off any sort of alarm as to him having the capabilities to win 3 titles in a row. He takes the first moto here at Pala, and Roczen just holds off Musquin. Another great finish, and we are underway here. Another KTM up front. This time, though, it's Bogle. It was his teammate Blake Baggett who got the Motorsport.com hole shot in our first race. Couple riders off track. Bogle on the 19. Musquin made the most of that outside starting spot. He's in 2nd ahead of Baggett, and then Tomac. All right, pivotal moment right here. Bogle makes a mistake out of the corner. Can Musquin take advantage?
Yes,
he does. Bogle's going to try to get it back, though.
Now you can see how they had to tiptoe through that section.
Marvin Musquin still leads here at Fox Raceway in Pala, California, but for how long? Eli Tomac goes up the pace in the second half of this race, and he leaps by to take the lead. Musquin trying to fight back. Can't make it happen.
Wow. You see Tomac just take the line away from Marvin the minute he had the lead.
We have 20 motos to go, and you can definitely see how determined riders like Roczen and Musquin and Osborne and Anderson are. They're going to give it a run, as they did early today. But in the end, Eli Tomac has won again. Tomac rights the ship with 2 wins in his classic come-from-behind style. It also allows him to take the points lead back from Roczen. Here's the 2-time and defending class champion on the podium.
That Moto 2 was really comfy. Like you said, was in cleaner air at the beginning of that one. A lot better start there. Marvin was laying down a really good pace. Like we were just going, you know, that first half, and then after half, I put on a little bit of a charge, kept putting pressure on him, found a good outside line after this little double scrub single, and then went outside on him and got some good momentum.
Tomac's building an early case for a rare championship three-peat, and his home race in Colorado is next. Can anyone stop him? Find out. The altitude of Colorado sure feels familiar to Lucas Oil Pro Motocross points leader Eli Tomac. but that doesn't guarantee a victory in his home state, as you'll see here at round 3. One of the Rockstar Huskies has got the start, and I think it's Osborne's second gate pick, inside gate pick, whatever it might have been. Oh, and a rider down.
Musquin.
Osborne made the inside work for him, but quickly under attack.
Musquin was the one that went down there, was on the outside, got pushed out wide. Front wheel went over the berm. Disastrous start for him.
Tomac, it's early in the season, had a 4-point lead over Roxon. If it ends like this, Roxon's certainly going to take it back from him. So there's Kranz on the right with the goggles ready.
He's going in.
All right, here we go.
I think that's a smart move. Get rid of those goggles real quick. Keep the clutch in. Throw the Frenchies on. Don't lose that clutch. Look, what's that? 10 seconds roughly. He was probably losing 3 to 4 seconds off of his top speed.
I see Hill and Musquin, who we have not seen in this moto, just go by. So actually, that's 11th and 12th. He's only lost these 2 positions, and he's already got one of them back and another. This is Tomac trying to make moves. No, that is a lap rider, but he has caught both Baggett and Anderson. He might be able to salvage top 5 out of this. Big leap through the rollers. He's right next to Baggett.
Nailed that.
Has the pass.
Nailed that uphill. That's where you can make a lot of time or lose a lot of time, but Baggett doesn't give up, but the lap rider unintentionally in the way a little bit there, and well, it's like deja vu all over again.
Here we go. Ken Roczen takes another moto win here in Lucas Oil Pro Motocross, the first moto of this True Value Thunder Valley National. Osborne gets the shove by Roczen. Let's see if he can squeeze him off. No, Roczen comes back. A pair of KTMs lead them into the corner. It's Blake Baggett and Cooper Webb, and Webb's going to get the motorsport.com whole shot, but Roczen works the outside. Gets right behind Webb. Webb is able to cover the line. Now we're going to go through these rollers uphill. Roczen using momentum. It's a long way around. He's going to be the outside in this corner. Let's see if he can beat Webb to the exit. This downhill might be the most treacherous part of the track, and they're side by side.
The pass is still not completed, but Roczen, I think, has got it if he doesn't bobble into that turn.
Oh, Tomac to the inside. Same corner that he used to get Musquin. Can Webb fend him off? Webb will be on the inside of the top of the hill.
I tell you what, Tomac worked every inch of that racetrack up there, kind of like Ken Roczen did round the outside again. Cooper does not want to give this up. Eli overjumps that jump, and once again, able to get back to that inside, close the door.
Yeah, these are 2 riders doing it at a very, very high level. This is how you dissect a motocross track. Roczen trying to stop Tomac. Tomac, a big charge down the inside. That came quickly. Can Roczen respond uphill?
Roczen's on the outside, though, but is he going to try and cut it up the inside of Tomac? He tried. Tomac anticipated that. Now watch this. This uphill is super gnarly. Watch how they do it. Slightly different at times, but very effective.
So Eli Tomac had to deal with the adversity in the first moto, got held up with some riders crashing in front of him. The goggles broke. They got it fixed. He finished 5th. He rebounds and wins the second moto here in his home state in Colorado. But for the second time in 3 races this year, the renaissance for Ken Roczen continues by winning here in Colorado. Ken Roczen is back on top, and Tomac's occasional bouts with inconsistency and bad starts have cost him the points lead. The field had a weekend off to reset before heading east for the first time this year at High Point Raceway in Pennsylvania. Tomac a good start, but he's too far wide, and Blake Baggett is going to grab the lead on the number 4, the Rocky Mountain ATV MC WPS KTM. So Baggett fast in qualifying, fast off the start. Cooper Webb, same thing, he's second.
Tomac had gone down.
Wow, Tomac goes down, so Webb around him for second, Anderson around him for third, and now Roczen about to get into a battle with Tomac. So it's shaken up here at High Point.
You can see he's trying different lines in almost every corner. There are a couple corners. Oh, as Webb makes that mistake, and that is why you don't follow. That's what he needed, Anderson. Just a little bobble from Webb. Open the door. Did Webb go down?
He's
got mud on him.
Yeah, he looked like a very relaxed posture there. Nope. Did he? Oh, is that Musquin behind him? That's actually Bogle. So he lost several positions. Did Cooper Webb? I think we have the crash right here. Whoa! Well, that could have been really bad. The landing actually wasn't so much, but that was an unintentional freestyle. And they have been race winners time and time again, and they're going to do it this time. Blake Baggett wins the first moto at High Point. Here we go, live motocross on NBC from Pennsylvania. Joey Savacci in the green 17, the Monster Energy Kawasaki is going to lead them into turn 1. And I believe he has a Motorsports.com whole shot. Weigandt again is down early and is going to have to go into comeback mode for the second straight race.
How frustrating for Marvin Weigandt. We just said if he got a good start, he has the speed to win, but after that, I don't see that happening. But a lot of the fast riders near the front. Cooper Webb, good start for him.
We don't often see Roczen lose his cool out there, but I wonder how many of these moves he's going to take from Anderson before he tries to return. With some aggression of his own, he doesn't need to. Anderson made a mistake, Roczen takes advantage. Up front, Ken Roczen of the 94 in red has caught the leader, Cooper Webb, and wastes no time taking the lead.
Did you just see that? That was unbelievable there from Roczen. Tomac's getting desperate now. You can see his patience is running out. And Webb is just able to cover at every corner. Now he's going to go to the outside. If he gets a good drive up this hill, this could be his best shot.
He's got it. Huge run around the outside. It was the long way, it was the tough way, but that's the way Tomac likes to do it. He puts the #1 Monster Energy Kawasaki in the second. And now, with a third in the first moto and a second in this one, he's in position for the overall, but Webb is not one to give up. Ken Roczen, who has won this title twice. Eli Tomac, who has won this title twice.
Now they're going to be tied 4 rounds into the series.
Unbelievable. Ken Roczen rebounds to win the second moto here at High Point, but Eli Tomac rebounds to win the weekend's overall at round 4 of Lucas Oil Pro Motocross. High Point's the first time in Tomac's career he wins an overall without winning one of the actual motos. Roczen's second moto was impressive, and now he and Tomac are tied for the points lead. Here's Eli on the win.
I mean, it's crazy. I mean, just coming to the races now, coming to Outdoor Nationals now compared to in the past, I mean, it's an entirely different vibe. It's like I'm experiencing it for the first time, because for the first time really in my whole pro career, I really believe in myself. And, you know, it's a process when when you hit rock bottom and, coming back, it's tough.
Roczen and Tomac are tied at the top of the standings, and an all-new race looms in Florida. We'll be right back. We're back to the Lucas Oil Pro Motocross mid-season review. Round 5 is all new, the first Florida National in Jacksonville, and it hosted quite a battle. Here we go.
Great jump there from Osborne on the inside. Tomac got shuffled back quickly.
But Cooper Webb just inside of Ken Roczen. Looks like he's going to lead them in and out of the Motorsport.com whole shot section, and he's got it. Webb locking it down with Roczen right behind him and wasting no time. Big improvements for Webb at our last race at High Point. It didn't really show necessarily in the results. 7.3 moto scores is about what he had been getting. Ooh. Whoa, Webb,
that was a big
launch.
kick. Yeah, there's braking bumps in the face of that jump, but he got kicked, and you can see and Roczen was just far enough back. He wasn't able to capitalize, but that'll send a little message to Cooper Webb. But now Roczen, once again, doesn't follow. Their lines will come together, but he's got him this time.
Yeah, Webb didn't take him all the way to the edge of the track, and that allows Roczen to get by. So Roczen into the lead.
Kenny didn't shut the door, but let's see what happens here. Marv's been really good at this back part of the track.
Oh, Marv! Feet off the pegs. How did he save it? Can he stay in and even try to make the pass?
Oh, man, that got his heart rate going. But now this is where he's also really good. Watch Marv through these fast sweepers.
Oh, scrubbing together. It looks over. He's on the inside again. Roczen's got to grease the outside of this corner, and he does. Oh, they almost land on each other. Marvin, wide open through that section between jumps. Is it enough speed for him to hold on? Yes, he's able to take the lead from Roczen. 5th in points coming in. That's subpar for him, but this is going to help a lot. Marvin Weigandt takes his first moto win of the season. Revs are up. Gate is down. Kyle Chisholm on the Suzuki, a Florida native, going to try to lead them, and he goes wide in turn 1. Tomac and I believe Osborne battling for the whole shot. So what a change for Eli Tomac. You mentioned buried to the start in the first race. He's out front early here with the Motorsport.com whole shot in Moto 2.
Really feel like this track suits a guy like Anderson because he rides really loose on the bike, lets the bike move underneath him, and he was really fast in the first moto. He came from behind. He's in a better spot now early on in this race than he was the previous moto. So what power move. What a pass.
Yeah, he was going to do the outside, square it up to the inside, but he came came in with so much speed, Osborne checked up a little bit, and he just kept the gas on, went the whole long way around. And there again, too, we've mentioned it, you know, like someone like Cooper Webb,
Marvin
just like
looked
Osborne.
over.
He looked over, but...
And he's going right by. Yeah, this is not what we expected to see the final few minutes from Musquin. We can only speculate on what has gone wrong for him, but he did not even fight Osborne there. And at one point, he was trying to challenge Tomac for the lead. Now he just gave up second. He told me earlier he'd try to manage the day if it was hot. He did manage it. He comes back and wins the second moto. Osborne, yeah. He pumps the fist saying, I almost got that one, but just comes up short. 4 seconds to final margin, and Marvin Musquin with 1-3 moto scores wins the overall here at WW Ranch, his first overall victory of the season, his first since Unadilla last August. Points leaders Roczen and Tomac both have bad motos in the same day. Marvin Musquin grabs his first win of the year, and everyone has a very short time to rest and recover for yet another brutal race, this time in the sand of Southwick, Massachusetts. Everyone funneling and banging bars on the inside, and it's Musquin who's going to have the motorsport.com whole shot. Osborne, and here comes Tomac from third to first.
Tomac tried. I don't know if he's got it. You see,
right.
Musquin took the line away.
Wow, Roczen has gotten around Tomac, and Musquin has pulled away from everyone. And now here comes Osborne putting the challenge to the number one.
Wow.
Osborne to the inside makes the move on Tomac. So he took several shots at it, and it paid off. And now Cooper Webb right there with Tomac as well.
Cooper Webb just all over the back of number one right now.
And Osborne, just like that, gets right back to Roczen and makes the pass on him to take second.
I'm surprised Roczen left the door open there.
We're going to go back and show you how Osborne made the move first on Tomac for third.
This is... Yeah, that's when he got to the inside. He used the same line twice, because watch, Kenny goes to the outside. Yep. So he couldn't just get to the inside. That's what it was. I was looking at timing and scoring at that point. But yeah, Osborne making that inside work. And you see Eli, after being passed, he goes to the inside. Now he gets back around Roczen. Eli looks like he's getting that flow, getting that rhythm.
Second half of the race, 15 minutes down, 15 minutes to go. 15 minutes, you could save 15% on your motorcycle insurance with Geico. What a move by Tomac around the outside and just taken away from Osborne. Marvin Musquin wins the first moto here at Southwick. Revs are up, gate is down. Cooper Webb leads him into turn one. Zach Osborne right next to him in second. Motorsport.com whole shot is Webb's, and Musquin is third. So it's Webb, Osborne, Musquin, 1, 2, 3, fourth whole shot of the year for Webb in 12 motos. That is by far the most in this championship, and his starts were amazing. Oh, and Supercross well with a big mistake, and Osborne to the lead.
When he swings out of this corner, he gets to look over at his pit board from Oscar. Oscar's got to be his coach at this point. If he had...
there he goes.
Once again.
Another move around the outside, and this time he makes it stick. He hit a big hole at the bottom of that hill, but he held on to it. Check back in with Roczen. Wait a minute. Looks like Musquin has made the move to take over second. That would preserve the overall, but Roczen trying to come back on his old rival.
I do believe there was more in there, and we're seeing it come around race to race. But now he leaves the door open, and Tomac says, I don't need a second invitation. Thank you. I'll take that inside.
Late in the game, he pulled away. Zach Osborne has his first ever 450 moto win. But for the second week in a row, Red Bull KTM's Marvin Musquin is going to be the overall winner. Musquin takes Southwick.
2 wins in a row on 2 very rough racetracks. Marvin Musquin up to second in the standings, and once again a player in the championship.
Yeah, winning Southwick means a lot. You know, Eli won 3 in a row a couple years ago. Last year, I got to be honest, you know, I kind of got lucky because he crashed out. But this weekend, yeah, me and Zach, he was charging in that second moto, and at one point I'm like, yeah, no, I got the overall, and I'm like, wait, what? No, Zach got on the podium first moto, but 1-3, 1-2. I'm saying, oh yeah, I still got it.
So here are your standings at the halfway point. Be sure to join us for our next event from Spring Creek in Millville, Minnesota, July 20th on NBC Sports Gold and NBCSN. Glad to have you with us for the first half of the season. We're looking for a phenomenal close to one of the most competitive motocross seasons in quite some time. Thanks for watching. We'll look forward to the second half of Lucas Oil Pro Motocross.